I always like to make at least one more video before I go to bed. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, what should I make a video on? And then my group, Canceled Gypsy Rose Manson, comes in clutch and a gift falls into my lap. What I didn't know is that there is a subreddit dedicated to Nobody Should Believe Me podcast. For those of you that don't know, that is the podcast that Gypsy Rose Manson recently appeared on with Andrea Dunlop. 21 hours ago, I would say, is where it began. So, hey folks, so Mod here. As I'm sure many followers have noticed, this subreddit has been suffering from brigading and is in need of community standards. I've been working behind the scenes on some things, but I need some help implementing changes. Thanks to everyone who has contributed to the guidelines thread. All of the recommendations have been helpful. But what I really need now is another person or two to assist me with implementation. I've never been a mod before, so please let me know if you'd like to help. It's not a one-person job. So it seems Andrea is getting overwhelmed on her subreddit, and there are some positions available for moderators. Hint, hint. We really need somebody in there. Just saying. But wait, this is the best part. Now, this was 5 hours ago. Hey folks, Mod here again. I decided to delete the 2 GRB threads that have attracted brigading to this sub. Many of the new folks who were attracted to those threads began disrupting the sub, attacking long-standing contributors, and even doxing some of our participants. My sincere apologies if you put thought and effort into those conversations. I truly appreciate a spirited debate, but I think most longstanding members are in agreement that those threads have been both frustrating and disruptive. I take doxing very seriously, and my hope is to remove this sub from the very vitriolic debate around GRB, at least for now. I know I've been promising new community guidelines, and I'm working on building a mod team to help that happen sooner rather than later. First of all, who was over there doxing? Y'all do too much, but what I have to say is it seems Andrea bit off more than she can chew. She was not prepared for the gyp verse. Shit gets wild and people get passionate, especially when you're protecting a schmurderer. And while I don't condone doxing either, I'm not surprised. I kind of am getting some FOMO because I missed it all go down and now it's gone forever. Anybody got them subreddit screenshots? No, but real talk, people need to stop doxing. People need to stop threatening to dox people. People need to stop threatening to call the police for no reason. And people need to stop reporting lives. Grow up. Now, one thing I find to be incredibly unfair is that Andrea had originally said she wasn't going to allow people to try to debunk Gypsy's story, but that sounds like exactly what was happening in that subreddit. So why did you allow that to go down, Andrea?
Yeah, so Munchausen by proxy abuse is when a parent or caregiver, and as you said, it's like 96% mothers of children. It can vulnerable adults can also be victims, but it's mostly children. And it's when a parent or caregiver induces, exaggerates, or invents a medical illness in their child for the purposes of sympathy and attention. So, it's again, there's some complexities, but it's important for people to understand.
And I'm all for bringing Munchausen by proxy to the forefront. It is terrible what those children go through, which is precisely why I think we need to look deeper into Andrea's experience with Munchausen by proxy by playing some of her podcast episodes on my live. What do you guys think about that idea? I'm solely interested in the ones that she has experience with. And I don't know if she did a podcast on her own story, but those are the ones that I want to hear. I'm relishing in the fact that the threads that were dedicated specifically to GRB are the ones that had to be removed. And for all I know, nobody even really got doxxed because people in the gypverse get accused of doxing all the time when they really didn't even dox anybody. But if you've seen it go down, DM me.